today we are going to make a lemon lasagna. And Steve is going to tell us all the things that we need for our ingredients. They include
1 package of regular Oreo cookies, or we pick lemon cookies instead.
Yeah, because we're making lemon instead of chocolate lasagna.
6 tablespoons of melted butter.
Okay, so we're going to need some of this.
8-ounce package of cream cheese.
Which is down there.
1/4 cup granulated sugar.
Which is there.
2 tablespoons of cold milk.
Which he is going to get. Oh, there is the milk.
12-ounce tub of Cool Whip.
Which is hiding here underneath our stuff. There it is, whipped topping. All right.
2 packages of lemon instant pudding.
Okay.
3 1/4 cups cold milk.
Oh, more milk. Lots of milk happening here.
And last but definitely not least, mini white shepherds.
Yeah, let's do it. So the first thing you have to do is crush the lemon bejeebers out of the cookies. And we have them in a big plastic bag so that the pieces don't go all over the place. And manpower works very well for this. Hello, manpower. Also works if you happen to have a rolling pin. I'll stick my knuckles in here. This is good therapy. If you this is the cookie base. That's what this is, right? Yeah. So you want it, not powderized, just pulverized. So Steve is much better at this than I am, but this is what you do anyway. While Steve continues to pulverize the cookies, I just wanted to say thank you very much to my friend Helen Reckman for sending me this lovely apron for doing our cooking shows. I back up, but you still can't see me, but it's beautiful. It's covered in butterflies. Talk about your stress relievers. Sorry, here's a better shot of my lovely apron from Helen Reckman, our friend and viewer supreme. Woohoo! So along with our pulverized cookies, I now have 6 tablespoons of margarine in the measuring cup, which I'm going to go and melt in the microwave for our next step. So now we transfer all the demolished cookie crumbs, the crushed cookie crumbs, into a large bowl. Once they're all in there, as best as possible. So this is why you do it in a bag and not on the countertop. Again. What a mess. Anyway, that's another story. So we put the cookie crumbs into the large bowl, and we're going to stir in the 6 tablespoons of melted butter, and we're going to use a fork to mix them all through and incorporate the butter into the cookie crumbs. So here we are, mixing. So we're actually making this for the Rose family reunion, and we're not 100% sure if there's anybody allergic to chocolate, and there's probably a lot of different chocolate things. So we decided that we would try lemon.
Actually, she decided.
Okay, I decided. I know, yeah, James came out and said, I want chocolate. Well, we got lemon, so
okay.
Pucker up and enjoy. Okay, so next we take our buttered cookie crumbs and we're sticking them into a 9x13 glass pan here, glass baking dish. I'll find the right word yet. You don't need to butter it because the butter's in with the crumbs. And then we're going to press the crumbs down into the bottom. We'll use the fork there. Turn the camera just a little bit so you can see what Steve's up to. There he is. I do like this manpower thing. Woohoo! I wonder if this is more...
Yeah, I'm working for the Honeydew Corporation.
Honeydew this? Honeydew that?
What were you wondering?
Well, we didn't use a regular sized package of Oreo cookies, so this may be more cookies than necessary, which is why we're finding this. We can always add a little bit more margarine. In fact, I think we might. We're going to go off screen and add just a little more margarine, but the normal recipe will be down underneath in the description box below. This is our cookie crumb base. all pressed down into our 9x13 pan, and we're going to put it into the fridge to stay cool whilst we make the next layer of the lemon lasagna. So now we have one 8-ounce package of cream cheese in here. By the way, if you've left it out on the counter and it's a little softer, this will make this a lot easier. I guess we'll find out. And you're going to beat it until it's light and floofy. This could be exciting. Is that light and floofy?
Looks like it to me.
Sure, looks. That is, it's light and floofy. Okay, so now we add in 1/4 cup of white sugar.
Yep.
Okay, so there it is. And 2 tablespoons of milk. Now, I gotta hold this thing so it doesn't. I'm gonna get you to hold the tablespoony thing for me, please. Some good kinds there. And then we'll do, so we need 1. Whoop. That was 1, right?
Close enough.
Close enough. Okay. 2. There we are. Whee! And the milk was flying. Beat it. Oops. Copyright laws. No Michael Jackson allowed. Woohoo! I'm gonna get. You should be wearing the apron. All right. Now we need to stir in 1 1/4 cups of Cool Whip. And then we're going to spread the mixture over the crust. So here we go with the measuring cups. Okay, we will have... Now you need 1/4. Ah! Okay. I love you. That works. It works. So we just stir this in, right?
Yep.
I will stir it in with the fork. Too many cooks in the kitchen. Actually, it's perfect. I was trying to get the rest of the cream cheese mixture out of there. I'm not sure how it's going to look. We may have to bang those off too. Okay. So we just got to stir it in like this, eh?
Stirring.
Dingle, dingle. I should have had my bracelet off. Okay, I'm going to take my bracelet off. You want to keep stirring? Okay, I got my dingle, dingle bracelet off. Now it's going to drip. And I'll get the cookie base. That's next, right? Now we pour it on top of the cookie base. Whee! Okay. So here is our cool base of cookies. And now, dump that all on there. Ah! If you put your fork down, it will get crummy. Do that. It's kind of like when you try to ice the cake and you get icing crumbs. You get crumbs in your icing everywhere. There we go. This must be a very thin layer. Is this a very thin layer, Steve?
It's gonna be.
Oh my goodness. We'll show the video after everybody's eaten it and nobody will know. It's working. It's just, it's a thin layer. It's a very thin layer. I might suggest people make 2 layers. Like 2 packages of cream cheese worth.
Well, cookies could be.
There could be
more.
fewer cookies. Fewer cookies and...
It'll taste good anyway.
Oh, it'll taste It'll taste wonderful. Just like I say, we won't post the video until after we've eaten, so nobody goes, ah! Okay, so what comes after? What comes next? What do we got to do next?
Pudding.
Pudding. So we need to cool this in between, correct?
Yep.
Okay. 2 boxes of the lemon instant pudding, and we've emptied the packages into the bowl, and now it takes 3 1/4 cups of milk. There's already 2 quarters in there.
2.
2 in there.
Cups.
2 cup. Pardon me. Two cups of milk in there. There
1/4.
goes the 1/4. And here comes. Don't mind our messy things, but everything goes together. It's all good. There we are. Okay, and we're going to whisk that for a little bit. In our case, we're going to use a fork because that's what we have, until the pudding mix starts to thicken, and then it gets poured. Thank you very much, sir. And then this will get poured over top of the cream cheese base, which is again cooling in the fridge whilst we mess around. I think I'm very glad I have Helen's apron on. This is awesome. Woo! I'm getting sloppy. I'm very glad I have Helen's apron on. Yeah, if you don't have a whisk, then use a fork. If you don't have a fork, don't use your fingers. The lemon smells really good. My goodness.
Yep.
This could be refreshing on a hot day in its own way. Now, what are the kinds of pudding we saw? I saw, oh, it was green. It was a pistachio one. Now, we can't eat nuts. We're nuts enough, so we can't eat them. And but the pistachio one would be nice. I wonder what you would mix that one with. Chocolate?
I don't know, but you could use butterscotch.
Or butterscotch, yeah. Like, it's just kind of, use your imagination, right? You get whatever kind of cookie you want on the bottom. The cream cheese is just the cream cheese. And then you add whatever kind of layers you want on top. You can have a whole lot of fun with this.
It has sugar in it, it's good.
There you go, it has sugar in it, it's good. This is starting to thicken really, really well. I think I want it, what is it, until it just starts to thicken?
Until it starts to thicken.
It is starting to thicken. Do we have our spatula?
Yep.
Okay, do we need to rinse it off because our layers might start getting the... You can see it's thickening. See how it's keeping its ridges in here? So it's definitely thickening. So before I thicken it anymore and it doesn't want to spread, not that we've had that problem before. Oh look, cream cheese on my thumb. This is me not licking the cream cheese off my thumb. I'll do that later off camera. Okay, I am not going to mix that anymore. Can you get our cookie base, please? There it is. It's hanging out in the fridge. You got to keep it cooling in between. And actually, once we pour this on top, it needs to rest. It's been exhausted, oh my, for 5 minutes in the fridge before you put your next layer on top. I'll do this if you hold the bowl. Manpower. Alright, and we'll start it, yeah. Just do it a little bit on the inside. Perfect. Yummy, yum, yum. Everything's better with sound effects. Thank you, Stevie, for helping me with this. I like cooking with you.
Choice?
No. I know where you sleep. Did I get it all?
Yeah, don't.
Yeah, sleep with one eye open. There, how's that? Well, see, now that spreads. This spreads really well. Right on. Oh yeah, two is perfect for the topping here, folks. 2 puddings. I like mucking. I think I'm just mucking. My mother would say, "Stop mussing. Stop mucking in the pudding." This is the one time you get to play with your food and not get in trouble. Okay, I'm just going to turn this around. Make sure it's got to this edge. That's what I'm struggling with, is trying to get it to the edge. Okay.
And then we need to wait for 5 minutes.
Then we need to wait for 5 minutes. This needs to rest for 5 minutes. So you guys can go away and rest for 5 minutes and then come back and we'll finish we'll finish it off. Woo, hey, we can lick the spatula. Woo!
No.
No.
Well, you gotta put the...
Oh, yeah, we gotta put the cooler. Yeah, I guess tongue prints in the cooler. Okay, so our 5 minutes is up. This is good and chilled. I don't know what you did for 5 minutes. I made a fresh cup of tea in a yellow cup to go with our lemon lasagna. And now we are going to put the Cool Whip on top. My tea over here. It's not in the way. This over here.
And we're done.
It looks lovely, darling. Spreading. So it's probably easier to spread because the pudding will have firmed up, right? Does the pudding feel affirmed? That's important. If the pudding feels affirmed. Now, we were discussing that to go on top, we bought white chocolate chips, which may kind of disappear on the white Cool Whip. But we've come up with an idea because we want it. That's the thing with the butterscotch ones or the chocolate ones, they would show up as decoration. These are just going to kind of disappear in the midst of. So we're still going to put them on because it's, you know, white chocolate is still delicious. Ta-da! That lick. But we also have some candy sprinkles that we're just going to put on top. Some yellow candy sprinkles to go with our lemon. So our hands are washed, and you just need a couple of handfuls. Here we go with my usual. Ta-da. And oh, hey, actually they don't show up any too badly, Steve. Look at that.
Okay.
That's not bad at all. But will we still?
Yep.
Okay. That's one handful. So it's a Shannon handful. Whoops. As opposed to whoops. A Steve handful. Steve handfuls would be bigger. So I'm not sure how much, but this is like.
So one handful on the creation and one handful in your mouth.
Yeah, there we go. That looks pretty good. That looks pretty good. So now we have white chocolate chips for later on. But let's still do it this way, because that'll be pretty. And you could probably use a spoon to do this, but I'm going to do it with my fingers, which will stain my fingers all nice and yellow, but that's okay. And we'll just. This is a Steve and Shannon Anderson creation. Here, bring your body over here. There we go. A Steve and Shannon Anderson creation. Thank you so much. And
Peace out.
if you happen to have been at the Rose family reunion, you'll have to let us know how this tastes. Steve putting a lid on it. Put a lid on things, Steve.